Do you have a plan? That's what people ask you, don't they? When you talk about your career or the small business you've just set up, they go, what's your plan? And the truth is, I don't have a plan, and I've never had a plan, and it's worked pretty well for me. So why do we have this myth that we can guess the future, that we know what's coming next, when we know the reality is totally the opposite? And okay, if you're a business with quite a few people, overhead, premises, yeah, you might need a plan for that. But if you're at the other end of the entrepreneurial chain, being a solo entrepreneur, a freelancer, or a very small business, I would suggest it's much better to stay open to opportunities and not have a fixed plan. Because when I think of all the really positive things that have happened in my career and also my entrepreneurial business life over the last 25 years, I couldn't have planned for any of those things, the amazing things that happened, getting a new big client, all the different twists and turns I've taken. Here's my 2011 book, Zoom, the Faster Way to Make Your Business Idea Happen, that I wrote with my friend David. And this book was only published because I had a chance encounter with someone in the street in 2010. And that chance encounter was with Dave Stewart, the musician who's one half of the Eurythmics. And I bumped into Dave in Wardour Street in central London. We had a lovely meeting the next month. Here we are at the Soho Hotel in London. And later that year, I connected with Dave on LinkedIn, and I then saw he had a connection who was the editor of his book that he just published that year. And I connected with her. Her name was Liz, and that was how she then learnt of me and my work and said she was interested in publishing a book by me. So that is the reality of our business lives, right? That's the reality of our lives at large, how we make friends, how we meet our partners. There is no strategic plan. The lovely thing about the Dave Stewart story was he was meant to be in Los Angeles in April 2010, and I only met him because he was stranded from that Icelandic volcano, you might remember, that closed European airspace. So these are the realities of our lives, of our careers, of our business lives. And I think things might be a little bit less stressful and less pressured for us if we thought we don't need a plan. How liberating would that be? You still need to have a clear sense of where you're going, but I rely on three things. The first one is about getting comfortable with the unknown and not panicking about where you're going next and what's happening next in your career or business. And the second one is really just about being curious, staying curious about the world around you, tuning into what's happening, seeing who you might see on a street in Soho. And